So, hey everyone, this is CCG Genesis here, and it's that time of year again where AGPs are starting to spread out. So I wanted to make this video about how the meta is going to be looking towards the future. So for what I see from tournament results are mainly Lilius Perilous or QB. Fox has been going insanely strong right now. Is single-handedly the best ruler of this format, obviously. It's like... Okay, Thor. This is a discussion video. Okay, your cat. Okay. So, as I was saying before my cat interrupted me, this is... It feels like it's going to be another Reflective Refrain format where we're going to see a lot of QB, but it's not undefeatable. Yeah, it's probably it's going to be the strongest ruler in the format, but there's definitely a lot of rulers that can win against it, especially Dark Alice. Dark Alice is the most I want to mention, and yes, to all those Dark Alice fans out there, she's back and stronger than ever. Mainly due to the fact of her God's Art, that -2/-2 on the board permanently never allows Tamas or Monkey returning alive to never be able to go back on board. Yeah, they can still use Tamas to cycle, which is fine, but they can never stay on the board anymore for QB to destroy them. So QB can sacrifice them and perform some alchemy tricks, mainly. So that really limits their sources to be able to God, I can barely speak right now. I'm doing this unscripted mainly. So, with that in mind, Shion's probably a definite ruler that can also probably beat Lilius Perilous. Because mainly just the fact that you can Captain Hook the Killing Stones back to the deck and stall a turn out within turn 4 or turn 3, depending on how, if you decide to go Turbo Shion or not. God, Thor, you're struggling like crazy. Whatever, I'm just going to keep rolling with it. So, other than that, I just wanted to talk about the definitive meta and what can possibly be in there. I want Valentina 5.0 to be in there, and yes, for people that keep asking me why is it 5.0 not 3.0, there are 5 different Valentinas in this game. If you're counting off the rulers, yes, it's 3.0. If you're counting off all of them, it's 5. Or can you not chew on a plastic? God damn it, cat. So, I really wish that she was going to be a lot stronger, but I don't find her going to be in a definitive meta. You could build her as an anti-aggro deck, but I don't really find aggro to be that much of a problem in this format. Unless you see like a bunch of Sylvia aggro or maybe Lumia aggro. Lumia Knights are probably going to be a really good aggro meta defining deck right now. Just for the fact that you can... I'm going to put you down, Thor. You're getting really annoying. Just for the fact that you can use her Flicker ability to generate a lot of value off of Percivals and everything. And the fact that Arthur can't really be killed by Amets as well. Also the fact that you can bring out Arthur with Shion pretty early against QB as well works just as well. Cat, get off the table. Just works just as well. You can also use cards such as the Guardian Angel Raphael. Raphael basically slows down Thor. Slows down QB to the point where, so they can only use their J-Ruler ability on their turn, and it's also very good against Stealth Control decks, which Stealth Control is very popular still. Stealth Control like Esper Zero, Stealth Mikage. Some people have been using the Stealth package in Shion and Valentina 5.0 as well. So be prepared for that. But I really want to talk about how to really beat Lilius Perilous in sort of way. So other than Dark Alice's God's Art, you can still use cards like Barrier Seal to get rid of their graveyards and permanently exile Killing Stones. Sorrowful Necromancy Memoria is a very good card to get rid of their stones as well. As long as you get rid of the Killing Stones, a lot of QB players are playing Orbs. So cards like Hera to get rid of the Orbs, and then combine that with Sorrowful Necromancy Memoria, you eventually start attritioning them out. Basically what you want to do is just build an attrition type of deck and slowly diminish the value off of a QB. Because eventually QB can't keep bringing out these Chimeras completely for free. Well, cheapening them out. They can still play them, obviously. But if you get rid of all the Killing Stones, and then you can just start removing the Chimeras, that's it. They usually play 3-2-2 or 3-3-2, depending on the deck. And then you also have to worry about the counter spells, or if they're playing the blue engine, they have to worry about Space Times and Bears and Bows. But Bears and Bows can be stopped by Maribel, they can be stopped by Magic Rebound, they can be stopped by Lumia's Judgment. So there's a lot of ways to counter it. And the fact that decks that beat Lilia's Palace can also beat Turbo Gliber. So the fact that Valentino 5.0 also has a really good Turbo Gliber matchup because of cards like Unseen Pressure, you're able to get rid of the token and a small creature so they can bring out Gliber. And then you main deck cards like Lunar Prison. So with Lunar Prison, you stop Omits, you stop Griffins, you stop what was it? It's Griffin, Omits, and I don't remember the other one. Manticore, there we go. So you basically stop their on-trigger effects and destroy them. So Lunar Prison is definitely a huge card this format. If you're playing blue, I recommend it. Every blue deck to main deck it. Honestly, it's just a really good card right now. God. And this is honestly really hard to do by myself. I thought this would be a lot easier to discuss. I haven't been really prepared to do this because I've been wanting to talk about the meta for quite some time and how I feel about it. And frankly, I'm very excited for this format. I feel like there's going to be a lot of different deck styles out there that I'm really waiting to see besides QB. I've seen a lot of QB decks, yes, and they're all very interesting to see. The red QB only really plays one red card, Uther, but it does give J Ruler kill, and also spot removal and other removals for their Chimeras. Chimeras are freaking huge with Uther. Basically kill anything you want, basically. And it's another out to Arthur. No, wait, no, it's not. Never mind. Arthur Pendragon can't be targeted by fire as well. Never mind. My fault. But if you want to be a little janky, you can do Final Forfeit as well with Black Moonbeam, because you get rid of the text that can't be destroyed by card effects, and then you Black Moonbeam it. But then that's the 2-card combo, and it's not really worth it, honestly. It's just better off just to worry about the board itself. God. I was not prepared for this whatsoever. I thought I'd do a lot better, and the cats just threw me off, honestly. Again, speaking towards Dark Alice, cards like Nameless Mist will attrition Lilia's Palace out. Cards like Lapis' Darkstorm, Valentino's Reach. In a control matchup, you just want to discard the other control player's hand as fast as you possibly can. If you can get rid of their discard cards before they can get rid of yours, you have a higher chance of winning that matchup. And then late game, you get Valentino's Reach for an entirely new hand, or get rid of the rest of their hand. With Xion, you have to basically out-tempo them with main deck Lunar Lakes as well. You have to Captain Hook their Killing Stones back in the deck, or they don't have the Killing Stones throw the other stones back in the top of the deck so they have a less chance to get the Killing Stones and hit them as fast as you can. So you're basically playing sort of an aggro version of Xion, but not really at the same time. It's basically just the same draw. It's going to basically be Black Xion where you play Nameless Mist, get rid of counter spells, get rid of Black Moonbeam so your Xion can stay alive, do as much damage as possible before they get unmit you, or if you didn't have Lunar, like set up Lunar Lakes with Hydromonicas, just draw into Lunar Lakes. And then you can also play Mule and Xion as well if you don't want to go with horns and all that. It's not a bad idea actually to think of it. But Horn is such a necessary card nowadays because you don't want to deck out ever. And then you gotta or you use it to get rid of your opponent's remnants if you have no way to get rid of it. If you're not playing Necromancy Memoria, or if you're not playing Dark Alice, basically. I feel like Necromancy Memoria is going to be a very popular stone right now in order to get rid of all the remnants, to get rid of killing stones. There's an ancient, like Soul as well. There's ways to beat Soul. Soul's also a differently strong ruler. There's Ice Shackles that extremely slows down Soul, so you can't use his mana counters on his ruler side. And then you can use Raphael again to slow him down, so you can't use his mana counters on your turn. So he has to only use it on his turn. To beat the Soul combo is difficult because then you have to use the counter spells or just entirely discard. Make sure you either get rid of his entire hand. Black Moonbeam is a great card against Soul as well because you just kill him. He gives some mana counters, but if you have Ice Shackles on the field, he can no longer ever use those magic counters anymore because of Ice Shackles, unless he gets rid of them. Unless he gets rid of the Ice Shackles, but you're most likely having 2 in the side deck either way for that sort of matchup. It also defeats Dark Alice as well, having Ice Shackles in the side deck. Turbo Glider is a different story. So mainly, how to beat Turbo Glider is just kill Adam Broly. Honestly, if they can't get Adam Broly off, they will normally lose. So you Lunar Lake the Adam Broly, you get rid of a token, you kill or 1-drop that they played with the token. There we go, no Glider. That's basically it. Lumia is very easy to beat. Honestly, if you control her hand and board, you basically normally win. Unless if they're playing Lumia Knights, obviously, yeah, you control them and they'll lose. I haven't tried doing a Lumia control deck yet. I was thinking about doing a green, white, red build. Christmassy Lumia, but I'm considering it. I might do it. I might do some builds with it if I could get another Lumia, because I don't really want to remove Lumia Knights because I really like the deck. It's a lot of fun. But again, I want to edit it. With my certain tech cards in the Lumia Knights, I have had a better matchup against control decks, that blue control decks that have used just bears and bows. So you just flicker on and off about it, and then to beat it, honestly, you just wait until they target for the trigger on the flicker, and then Space Time Anomaly the trigger. It's on a user trigger, is over. Make sure you still have Percival's on the field. Get rid of Percival's at all times, basically. Is how you win that matchup if they're playing the night matchup. Because if you don't get rid of it, they're just going to generate so much more value and eventually just beat you because of Lumia hitting your face really hard. Other than that, Big Control also loses the Ice Shackles. Will also lose to Lunar Lake because you get rid of the Rizas. Loses the bows because of you just kill targets. You can kill stealth cards with bows if you don't know that. It's the same thing with Zero. Shackle doesn't really hurt it, but bows also hurt Esper Zero. If it's mono white aggro Zero though, that's a different story. That's a little bit different story, but mainly if you have Death Scythe out, and then you Black Moonbeam to 0, they will normally lose from that. If they have the Owl, then you have to kill the Owl with Space Time Anomalies or Bears and Bows, and then kill the 0 afterwards. It just depends on how many Owls they have on the field, and how many Percivals they have with aggro 0. Sylvia, I still think is a very strong aggro roller just because of the rapid growth being a very strong card. And then you could chase it on a stack to Bear. Well, after Bear resolves, you're resolving the Bow Ping, you boost it up. So you get interrupt stacks, remember that, guys. Necromancy is also a very strong card too because of the added bonus effect. The +2/+2 is a huge difference in this game. You don't think it does matter, but it's a huge difference, especially when you're doing a controlled deck style. Because I have won so many games where that Shangri-La boost or +2/+2 have mattered, where they couldn't just beat Cinderella's, because Cinderella's will always come back to my hand if they try to kill it and then it goes back on the field next turn. That's why I think Cinderella's one of the best control blue cards in the game so far, because it just always comes back. What else is prominent right now? Besides Soul. I already said Soul. I mean, Blood Boil also hurts if you want to try to do life gaining, because they Blood Boil you can no longer life gain, but that's not a problem. I think that's honestly it for that video. Like, I just want to talk about how the meta looks right now, how certain cards can defeat the meta. Celestial Wing Seraph looks like it's be a really strong side deck card, so is Arthur. Honestly, I'm main decking Arthur and Lumia Knights right now. I'm thinking about main decking a Shion as well again. With Captain Hooks. That's 3 5-drops and Captain. Yeah. I also need to make a Shion list again. Well, I think that's going to be all for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like down below. Leave comments down below. Please help me improve. Honestly, this is really nerve-wracking to do this. This is the first time in a while I've discussed about the meta since Team Bayfiel. And since they left and everything, it's been actually difficult. I had to get a new camera stand as well. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but my camera stand broke, so I had to get a whole new camera stand. It was a long story. But you know, now that I've talked about this, it's actually quite fun. I like doing this kind of thing. But again, leave your comments down below. Give me any ideas, any sort of discussion ideas that you guys want me to help you to do. I was thinking about doing one for how to improve Force of Will, but that's gonna be a whole other video one day when I have some more time to discuss it better, or when I can get someone else to help me out with it. But you know, if you got also guys, I'm not perfect. Please stop harassing me about rulings and all that when I don't know all the rulings myself, okay? I play the game, I love the game. I build the decks. I try to win as much as I can. I build the decks as best as I could. And you know what? I'll see you all next time, hopefully very soon. Maybe by Friday, hopefully I can make another video. If not, I'm sorry. Hope to see you guys. Well, actually, I hope to see you all at the Georgia AGP in February, because apparently there's not going to be one in Orlando, which sucks. I really want those Hydromonicas and horns, by the way, guys. And I really hope my Ascension Ruler comes in soon. Well, other than that, see you guys next time. Have a nice day.